We'll then move into a separate section, which will be our preview for Man United, which will be embargo until 10:30 on Sunday. Ian, if you'd like to start us off.
Brendan, hi, it's Ian Stringer up in the commentary box at the Clubhouse Stadium. I hope you're able. I hope you're able to hear us. Okay. What were the biggest contributing factors, Brendan, to you losing that one?
Concentration. Ian, that was the biggest factor. It's a period of the season where, especially when you're challenging and games are going to be tight, there's a lot to play for. You have to be. One of the biggest things, you've got to be super concentrated. And I think if you look at some of the goals we gave away this evening, especially the first one, they're poor goals. So yeah, we didn't defend well at all in those moments. Credit to the players, they kept going. You know, normally you get to that stage in the game, you can see some teams that'll sink, but the players, they kept fighting, they kept running, they kept working. We scored 2 goals. We actually could have had 4 or 5 goals ourselves on the evening. Their keepers made some great saves. But if you defend like that, especially in a really, really important period, and then you're going to struggle to win games in the Premier League.
Did the defending you seem to give the ball away a lot as well, Brendan, in possession. I know you like the ball to be moved quickly, to create and to put that kind of positive pressure on your opposition, and there were lots of passes going astray. But did that kind of defensive poor performance, did it anger you?
It clearly does. It's very frustrating when you know the players that we have and how we have defended for most of this season. You know, as I said, I think you've seen the blow that Jonny not playing because he's such a great organiser for us. Keeps us really tight, keeps the line up nice and high, and he can pull everyone round. And then obviously it was a blow to lose him. But yeah, it spilled into, like you say, our passing. We weren't precise enough, and as you say, giving the ball away too cheaply. So that can be frustrating, But yeah, it was just, it's an easy game to analyse. You know, when I look back on it later and tomorrow, it's not one that you have to look too far. We just made poor errors. And give credit to Newcastle because they get strong players in the front area of the pitch, and if you make mistakes, they will punish you.
How difficult is it to play a back 5 without Jonny Evans?
Well, it's difficult to play a back 5 or a back 4 without Jonny Evans because he's such a top-class player. You know, Wesley is very young, of course. Cag's very young, and they're not obviously great communicators as of yet in terms because of the language. But yeah, I don't think that was what, you know, playing the back 5. You've seen us before with that. I think people sometimes they shine a light whenever you lose a game. It's about the system, and that wasn't about the system. You clearly seen the first goal was poor from a concentration perspective. We made the mistake and they score. The third goal's a mistake, and then the fourth goal that scored is too easy for Callum Wilson to get in. So yeah, it's not really about systems, but Jonny not playing whatever system you play, of course, is a blow for us.
Is it Jonny Evans's plantar fascia problem that you told us about post Southampton? And if indeed it is, Brendan, could he be fit for Tuesday? Forgive us, but a lot of eyes, I'm not suggesting yours, but are on next Saturday. I know they're not yours and you're concentrating on the league. Yeah. Could it be a problem for him Saturday? Can he be injected? Is it his plantar fascia? Yeah, that's what it was. As I said to you before, we've been managing that over the last couple of weeks. He's come through really well. He was in a lot of pain yesterday, woke up today feeling a bit better, got out and seemed fine then within the warm-up. And then just as he was coming in to get ready, 50 minutes before kick-off, he felt it, and there was a lot of discomfort. And you know, with Johnny's a real warrior, so you know if he's not able to give it at least a go, then he's really, really suffering. So yeah, we'll just have to see how he is tomorrow and see what his availability is going to be like going forward. Is James Maddison fit, Brendan? Because he doesn't seem himself out there at the minute.
He's not 100% in. That's something that I think I said before, that he's not up to game speed. The problem is you've got to give him the minutes and the game time to try and get there. And likewise with Ricky. So these are things that obviously we'll need to consider coming into these last important games now. So he'll have obviously a big part to play for us, but of course we need to ensure that we have that the player that is going to give us that effect within the game, and so we'll assess that going into Tuesday.
Brendan, forgive me, but it'd be remiss of me if I don't ask you, because people will be screaming at the radios now saying if you've got players who you don't think are 100% fit and aren't fully fit, how difficult a task is that for you to manage when, as you just said, they need the game time, they've got to get it in them to get that fitness, but it's the payoff versus not already being there at this time of the season. How tough an equation's that for you pre-match?
Yeah, it's always the balance. I go back to this time last year, the one player that we were crying out for was James Maddison. His quality, his ability to take the ball and create. So I don't lose sight of that, But like I say, it's we'll always pick what we think is the best team to win the game. He's had another period on the field this evening, and it didn't help us get the result, but it'll help us going forward.
Brendan, final one from me, because I know we're not getting to speak to you before Manchester United on Tuesday. I totally understand why, by the way. There's worried people calling our airwaves and communicating with us and concerned that, quote, it's happening again. The struggle that you had last season. What's different this season that convinces you that this team are more resilient, be it mentally or physically?
Well, yeah, they certainly have more resilience. I think we've seen that over the course of the season. But I repeat what I've always said. We have to fight for everything. We're so close to where it is we want to be. We're in a great position still. Tonight's a disappointment, of course, and for everyone. But this is a stage of the season where you've got to win games. And to get those results, you've got to perform well. And like I said, it's absolutely key that you're concentrated. And tonight, we didn't have the right level of concentration in certain areas of the field. And when you do that, you'll lose games. So for us, we just get ready for the next game, and we will fight like we've done all season through to the very end. And I've always said, let's see where we're at after 38 games. But get a really exciting couple of weeks. Disappointing tonight, but we have to go again. And I think you've seen that spirit with the players in the second half, where even when they were 3 and 4-0 down, they kept fighting, kept running, kept working, got 2 goals, could have had 4 or 5, wasn't to be. So we've got to recover, and I've got a massive game on Tuesday.
I know I said finally, Brendan, forgive me, how big is Tuesday, finally, from me?
Yeah, they're all big. They're all big, they're all exciting, they're all great opportunities for us. We're playing, the Europa League finalists, so that's a huge game. And we'll go into it. I think all the teams that we played now and that we have to play over the course of this end part of the season, we've beaten. So we can take that confidence into those games. Doesn't make them any easier, but we know that we have the quality and the ability to win. So let's recover and let's get ready for that game.
Thanks for your time, Brendan. I won't speak to you before, but good luck on Tuesday.
Thanks, Ian. Thank you.
So that is Brendan Rodgers there speaking.
Hi, Brendan.
Hi, Tom.
Mark Albrighton talked after the game about being obsessed with scoring the first goal early to settle the nerves down. Did you sense that your team were perhaps more nervous than usual going into the match?
No. We just said that we wanted to start well. From a strategic perspective, it is important. We didn't want to wait in the game. We wanted to go and be aggressive and offensive in the game. But Tom, when you make mistakes, this is a league that will punish you. I think the players have shown over the course of this season we haven't made so many mistakes, and even in the last few games, the goals that we conceded, one from a penalty, one was from a throw-in, and up until that point, then we were keeping clean sheets. So tonight, I was bitterly disappointed because we didn't have the level of concentration needed to win the game. So, but I didn't think it was nervous. I just think it was mistakes, and then mistakes can affect your confidence, and that rolled into our offensive play as well because we misplaced too many passes and like I said, we weren't clean enough.